Welcome to Iron Hive. This is a demo game that's currently out. You can play it yourself. It's very unique in that it's a kind of a city builder, mostly a deck builder. Definitely has lots of replayability, huge on the RNG, which I typically don't like, but this game has really intrigued me, and the art style is super awesome. Amidst the desolate lands, our community strives to survive, defying oblivion. Let us rise from the ruins and ignite the first white flame, the fire of hope. Okay, so this is our main tower. And then we have these piles of materials that we can scavenge. I think I'm going to play one season. Every game doesn't have to be 200 hours. We can play one season just so you can get a feeling for this. Iron Lord, your ascension inaugurates a new era. We must vow to establish the legacy of our people through historic milestones. There are demands beyond the milestones that require your leadership. Overcoming them strengthens your skills and wisdom as Iron Lord. If necessary, acquire new building plans at the heart of the Iron Hive. They are essential for the development of our community. All right, so we build up the tower, the city here, and the bigger it is, the more it costs us to maintain once the season changes. But we'll get to that in a second. So we do have this survivor archetype. If we play it, it's going to cost us 2 workforce, but we will get a random worker card. I think I'm going to start here. There's all kinds of different buildings, each type, and then there's actually multiple tiers. But for us, for right now, we just need to sort of decide what we want to do. I'm thinking, I like this. Draw cards from your hand, from your deck to your hand. That gives you a lot of power. Yeah, let's start with this. So we need an elite, some scrap, and 2 manuscripts. We're going to use our turn to grab that card. Then we're going to put that card down in the city. Then we're going to go to that new building. We're going to drag in the worker. And then we need the scrap and the script. We can get both scrap and script from here. So we're going to drag workers onto this location. Whoop. Got to open it first. Draggy and draggy and draggy. And then we'll scavenge that. Looks pretty good. We actually got 3 manuscript and 1 scrap. This one's worth 2, as symbolized by that 2. And then we can drag that on there for the 2 manuscript and the 1 scrap. Hit construct. Bing, bam, boom. Our first building is complete. One manuscript and 1 elite. And we have a manuscript here. I could roll the dice and execute this to see if we get an elite. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try it. We got a belief worker. That's okay. We'll toss you in here. So we might not get anything this time because we're only going to send 1 worker. It doesn't matter though because she'll just go to discard. All right, and that's a turn. Each new season demands rigorous care with our resources. Without them, our survival hangs by a thread. If we fail to provide supplies, our citizens will face hunger. The lack of devotion erodes the spirit of our people. Neglecting the order dismantles the structure of our city. And thus, Iron Lord, as the Book of Ashes reminds us, through prudence, we raise the foundations of survival. So basically, if these resources go into the negative, we lose stability. And I'm guessing if we go to 0 stability, the game is over. But I haven't gotten quite that low before. All right, so we do have the ability here to drop this. Let's upgrade this. So that's pretty good, actually. So now this is upgraded. It's got 2 workers, 1 script resource. And draws card from your deck to your hand. Draw 1 card when allocating a citizen to a building for the first time each turn. Draw 1 more card. Draw an additional card at the start of each turn. Ooh, that 3rd level upgrade is pretty nice. But for right now, when we allocate a citizen, we'll get an extra 2 cards from our deck into our hand. Let's check the quests. They want us to collect 2 scrap, mineral, and organic from the various piles. We've already collected 2 manuscript. We also want to check what cards we can pull. I'm thinking I'd like some of these generate kind of a passive resource. So this one generates supply. This one generates devotion. This one generates order. This one generates workforce. I'm trying to combine this. What I want to do is combine this with our quest. So we need scrap, mineral, and organic. What we don't need right now is manuscript. So let's pick one of the ones that we don't need manuscript to build. I think we'll go with this one. Generate supply. And right now, it's going to cost us 5 supply, 3 order, and 5 devotion at the end of the season. Each one of these is a separate turn, so we've got lots of time. But the more you build and the more you upgrade, the more expensive things become. Generate the supply resource. 2 scrap, 1 organic. And we can bob and weave our way around here a little bit. I think we'll put this right on the edge there. We've got this production guy, so we'll go ahead and drop him in there. And then we need organic and scrap. Let's go here. We only got 1 scrap out of that. And then we'll go ahead and plan that there. I think I'm going to let the survivor go. And if unused when discarded, add 1 random resource card to the discard pile. Let's take our free order. Why did we get this order card? What generated that? We only have 1 building. Curious. All right, well, I'll play it because I'll take 2 free order. And then We still need... Oh, wait. Let's check our quest. Alright, so we have the scrap. But we need 1 scrap to build our building. We also need mineral and organic. So this is mineral and organic. We could play here. See if we can get closer to completing the quest and use any organic that we might generate to build our building. So that did complete another part of the quest. We got 2 mineral. Passage amidst the debris. During the excavation of a pile of debris, a deep tunnel was discovered. The air is heavy and suffocating, and a moldy smell invades the senses. Unintelligible whispers emanate from the walls, heightening the sense of unease. Some believe there are forgotten riches, while others fear collapse and unknown. Explore the tunnel to find new materials. Seal the tunnel to avoid risks. Decrease workforce by 2. Decrease sign of collapse. We don't have any signs of collapse, which are these skulls right here. So we're going to take the quest. We got to collect 2 more organic material to finish. Let's drop this organic material in here. And then we've got 3 minerals, so we should find something to build with this. This one also requires... But I think we'll take this one. And then we'll drop in a little bit of mineral. And we'll keep moving. Scrap. All right, we're going to really double check here. 2 organic material. Won't get us to build anything. We could theoretically use this here. That would get us the... Yeah, we're going to use this. Okay, here's my thought. We need 2 organic material cards to be collected from the debris. And we could use some manuscript to build this building. So we're going to drop in here. Ooh, that was good. A little too good, actually. The supply debris stood so high that it leaned, but what caught everyone's attention was a huge box at its base. Inside, there was canned food, medicine, clean water, and dried meat. The colony was ecstatic, demanding to buy the supplies. However, tough times are approaching, and storing these precious resources could mean the difference between surviving the long winter or perishing. Increase workforce by 3 if we distribute them equally. But we will receive a Dark Veil card. Or store the box. We shall utilize these resources in future shortages. Increase supply by 3. Let's take the supply. No downside. We didn't get the 25%. And so we've got this manuscript that's worth 2. So we're going to drop that right in there. And then I'm going to roll a dice on the survivor again. Spend 2 workforce for a random worker card. Ah! Still the wrong one. We could use 2 workers for scrap. Got it. The more workers you use, the better chances you are to get more resources. And then we'll drop the scrap into here. Make our supply station. Construct it. Always have to remember to hit the construct button. So we placed that worker in here when we had that built. So that triggered this activity. So draw one more card when allocating a citizen to a building. It's not a building until it's built. So we've got 2 more workers now. And do we have we have an ability to do something here. And we've got quests. Okay, so we've got a lot going on. The milestone. We've got to build 12 buildings in 37 turns. That seems like it should be easy, but every time you build a building, it gets more expensive to maintain them. Okay? So you might want to slow down. Then the quests. Collected materials. That gives us 5 experience. We're going to collect our reward, which is the 5 EXP, which causes us to level up. Then we can choose our reward. Reinforcements generally gives us more worker cards. Blessing generally allows us to improve an individual card. Command gives us one-off ability cards. Do I want better people, more people, or command? I'm kind of thinking we need more people. I'm going to go with reinforcement. Two workers. Bah. But we did get a one supply every time it's played. Let me think for a minute here. Did we pull this? No. We've got that one and this one. We should probably get the worker. The community workshop. They do want 2 organic. Actually, that's great. Acquire that. We'll drop you in. Here. Then we'll drop in the 2 organic for the 2 organic requirement. No waste. Then we need scrap, so we'll go ahead and go for scrap. We gotta burn one of these piles all the way down, but I know we want manuscript for our next building, so we're gonna go for manuscript and scrap. All right, well, we just got the scrap. Ooh, a 2 scrap though. I think since we don't have the person, I'm going to pass. Try to save that 2 scrap for a 2 scrap solution. Or a 2 scrap problem, I should say. In recent days, many citizens have been tormented by nightmares where the moon appears as a disturbing pale eye, watchful and judgmental. These unsettling dreams have left people exhausted and fearful. Some say it's an omen, while others believe it's merely a coincidence. Invoke the occult rites of worship to the ancients to access the power of the pale eye. Draw 2 cards from your deck. Yeah, let's do that. I have no reason to increase my devotion and order. We're doing okay there. Might as well play this supply and get the free supply point. We know we want to generate Add resource cards when constructing buildings. It's 2 minerals. That's the only thing that's tempting about this. We'll have to come back to... Let's go Survivor. We'll use 2... to get a free worker. Okay. That's actually really good. Let's see if we can build out this location using our minerals that we have on hand. Then we'll go for the scrap or the manuscript. Which one? Probably this one. We'll use everyone except for our belief worker, so we can use that one to build this out. So we get those scrap. They're 2 scrap, but I think the advantage to building this now is real. So I'm gonna waste one of these scrap a little bit. Oh yeah, see, I placed that person in this building. That triggered the ability to draw 2 cards from my deck. Then I can use this guy here, and then I can use this scrap here. I can construct this now, or I could wait. You know what? I'm gonna wait. And then I'm gonna roll the dice on this location. And we got some scrap. Let's retrieve this scrap out of here back into our discard and use this 1 scrap instead. Yeah, I like that. Move on to the next level. See, now what are we costing? 8, 5, and 8. So here, we're going to go ahead and construct this building. So it uses assets. One scrap is worth 10 assets. 2 scrap is worth 20 assets. So we're not going to do anything with this because it's, you know, it's working. We're just going to let that do its thing. This is going to give us more workforce. We've got an event to deal with. We are not getting our elites. I wonder if we've used them all. I don't seem like it. Doesn't seem like we should have. Let's see what's going on with this event. Voices echo among the metal platforms, shouting a name repeatedly. In the shadows of the factories, a mentor's influence gains the loyalty of some workers. Their disruptive ideas whispered with almost fanatical fervor sound like seeds of change. Their followers grow each day, drawn by dark promises of power and revolution. So we can bribe him. We'll get more devotion at the cost of 2 supply. Actually, at my current ratios, that's not a terrible offer. Or we can capture the insurgent and get more order. But we've got a chance of getting a rebellion rumor. We got lots of people on hand. Let's take the chance. Oh, no problems. I'm a tyrant at this point, it seems. All right. So you add 1 resource when a building is constructed. Oh, it tells you which buildings are impacted by that. Interesting. The purple one is not impacted by this. Huh. All right. What quest are we on? Collect all the material cards from the debris or construct habitations for citizens and warehouses to store materials. Construct a warehouse, store 2 materials. Construct a habitation, store 2. So that will allow you to, it basically allows you to expand your hand size. Did I build this? Yeah. Quest. Collect all the material cards from the debris. I definitely want to collect all of the resource types. At least, we need to at least get devotion. Well, I need to get this one passively. Generates devotion resource. We've got 2 mineral, but this thing wants script. Script and organic over there. Or scrap and manuscript. Well, we definitely want to place the person. So let's get that out of our mind. One less thing to consider. This one is lower, and we're trying to deplete a pile, so let's go big on that. Two mineral. And then I think I'll just go again. Manuscript. Of course, we're getting close to the end. 9, 7, and 9. Workforce isn't part of that calculation, so it's 9, 7, 9. We're doing great on supply. Devotion needs work, which is what we're trying to resolve. I think... wait, yeah, I can place this and then build it at the start of my next turn. Which is what I'm going to do. The Lost Tome. Workers in the debris piles found an ancient tome, lost and covered in strange symbols. Some believe the book may bring misfortune, while others see it as a potential source of valuable knowledge. Destroying its pages is to deny its power, but reading them may reveal powerful secrets, or unleash unknown forces. Burn the book. We must avoid the curses. Either way, it looks like we're getting a sign of a collapse. So, do we want manuscript material or do we want 3 order? I think material cards better. Beware, you've received a sign of collapse. When you accumulate 3, you receive a rumor card. Rumor cards represent imminent problems. All right. Let's pass. Gonna construct this building. It's 10 cost. We're actually pretty good right now, or we could go for it. We're going to spend this card just to get the free devotion point. We could upgrade this to generate 2 devotion per turn, which requires a believer and a manuscript. Now we're getting 2 devotion per turn. I gotta roll the dice again here just to see if we can get the... What's the cost now? 13. We gotta see if we can... Come on, elite. Ugh. We got a hive worker. We should probably go here just to try to grind this down. Ah, we only got 2. We got 2 more to go. And I do think it makes sense to pick up another card. I mean, we might have to make our own blue guys here. This allows us to create blue workers. But our costs are just right on the edge. Just want to make sure I built the right building there. And then we're going to drop you in and drop you in. So now we got 1 manuscript. Let's hit the go on that. Sylvan forces. At the height of spring, the community witnesses a rare phenomenon. Wildflowers of indescribable color blossom amidst the buildings. Some see the bloom as a blessing, while others believe it to be the sign of hidden forces infiltrating the colony. 2 less workforce no matter what. 3 devotion seems pretty good. Rid the Iron Hive of their strange influence. Burn these flowers. $13, $8, and $13. We could drop this in. I don't want to waste it, but no, wait. No, before we do anything else, let's see if we can complete this quest. Plus, yeah, let's just complete this quest. Go to the quest, collect our reward. Raise the efficiency level of a building by 1. Haven't I already done that? Oh, raise efficiency of all the building types by 1. Uh-huh. Let's level up again. Blessing or command? I mean, reinforcement could give us the blue guy we're looking for. But I think I'm going to take a blessing. Just so you can see the RNG, something different. Oh, apparently we don't have any elites. Let's go with the production guy. Master of Gears. Increase the building structure by 1. $13, $8, $13. Okay, we're actually going to get through this season. What is the production building that we haven't upgraded? Raise the efficiency of a production building. Raise the efficiency of a hive building. So we need a scrap worker. I want this, but I don't want the extra costs associated with it when I'm not going to be able to use it, though technically I could use it because I could start the process of generating our new elite. But I don't think we have enough workforce to generate a new elite. We'll pass. So now spring ends. Then they talk about the maintenance. The season comes to an end. It's time to manage the costs of the community and the city. We must manage our resources well or suffer severe consequences. Cost. So we have more funds than cost. We've got more funds than cost. We've got more funds than cost. We're good. The Lost Tome revealed a conversation between 2 mythical characters, the Joker and the Thief. Trapped in a mystical tower, they discussed the hypocrisy of a decadent society and the need to escape before it's too late. The interpretation of the book leads to 2 possible conclusions. The creation of a monumental district representing the High Tower, or a deeper reflection on society structures. More order at the cost of devotion. Or a new quest. Let's take a new quest. And then we're going to play our devotion card. Just get some devotion. We'll drop some scrap in here. Just checking to see if we've got anything good to get. We should probably pick up another quest. Let's see. Production building. I thought we... Oh, we haven't. So we need a production guy to increase that. And a hive building. We haven't upgraded that either. Alright, and we're going to take a roll in the manuscript. We got nothing. We should pick up something. I'm thinking a secondary supply station, but maybe we should get the central. It has 2 scrap requirements, so that's kind of a better use. Two scrap and 1. Automatically provides asset to district buildings at the start of each season. So this is only once per season, not once per turn. I want to complete one more quest so you can see the effects of a different type. Did I have one of these that I was planning on building after a turn that I forgot about? No, I don't think so. Let's put this in. It's 2 for 1, but... Oh. Retrieve the worker who built it back to our deck. And so now we can use 4 devotion to make a new elite, but it takes 4 turns. And we'll have that elite for here. And then here, we're going to put together another, I think another supply station. It's kind of calling my name. I don't know why. But I'm not going to build that quite yet. I think we're going to let that sit. But why? Let's put it in here, I think. And then we can drop in some scrap. We got some organics there that we can put in. Organics and script. Actually, that's a pretty good combo. One of each. And then we'll drop the organic in here. Next. Master of Gears. Increase the building structure by 1. We're going to collect our 1 devotion. Because free devotion is good devotion. That's adds 1 resource card when a building is constructed in the district. Let's put this in. Raise the efficiency of a hive building. The hammering of gears resounded, hypnotic, filling the environment with its steady rhythm. In the shadows of a factory, an anonymous genius works tirelessly. Amidst piles of scrap and machinery, they had a surprising idea. During sleepless nights, they developed a prototype to recycle waste and generate high-quality scrap. Very well, we shall test your prototype and develop this new technique. Receive the Scrap Overseer Leadership Card. Your experiments border on madness. Forget them and get back to work. Decrease the structure. Yeah, we're going to go with this one. Our building got damaged. But that's okay. We've got solutions for that. I could drop this now. Give that a little upgrade. And we've done all of those. So let's level up. So we've done the reinforcements, we've done the blessing, and now we're going to do command. Then we'll call it. All right. Choose a card in your hand and transform it into scrap material or receive one worker of each cast. One worker of each cast is pretty strong. This guy will let us... I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to spend 2 to get a new worker. Get really lucky. And build this. We've got 2 things to build, so no need to wait. Let's build one of them. Now... adds 1 order resource card when a district is constructed. Produce 2 assets of each of the district's production buildings at the start of the season. Production buildings, so just this and this are production buildings. They'll both get 2 assets at the start of this next season, way out here. This gets better whenever you add 1 order resource when a building is constructed. That's really gets kind of better. Let's pick up a... They want us to do this. Or a warehouse. Warehouse requires script and organic. The habitation units are made of the same thing. I get it. We have a hive worker in hand, so we'll start there. Script and organic. Chance for both in this one pile. We got 1 out of the 2. So, March of the Survivors. It costs you 4. Costs you 4 devotion right here, which this is not a boat, this is a flame. Costs you 4 devotion to... Oh, let's pick up our devotion. To get 1 worker of each cast. That's still pretty strong. I don't think they go to your hand, though. I think they go into discard. Oh! They go into your hand. Wow. Well, if that's the case, we're going to hit this. And we're going to use this to build the habitation unit. Adds 2 spaces to worker storage. So we can store workers in here now. If we want to upgrade, we need scrap and a hive worker. What quest are we on? Ooh, raise the amount of buildings in the district. Well, we've done that. Let's collect that. Level up. Let's upgrade a different card. I think we should get a little culty. Increase the building structure by 1. All right. And then we're on the builds a building tower, which looks like that might have had a bit of a downside. Yeah, our mornings have turned gray since the construction of the tower. The air is heavy and the soot falls like black rain. It has to be the boilers. The district, now an imposing tower, suffocates the colony with its soot. Some say the ashes draw strange figures in the air. The health and morale of the population are compromised. We'll make improvements to the factories to increase efficiency and generate less soot. Receive a new quest. Improve the factories. We will expand to other districts, offering alternatives to the citizens. Receive the construction material leadership card. Increase signs of collapse by 1. Let's improve the factories. Enhance the factories. Raise the efficiency of production buildings, which we've already done. I could drop this guy in, take this belief worker out to hand at the cost of 1 worker resource, then drop this manuscript in to upgrade. Since that worker is worth 2, she can give us both levels of this. And now we add 1 order resource card when a building is constructed in the district. And then we need scrap. I probably shouldn't upgrade this because I don't really plan to use a ton of this. But having access to this warehouse is actually better. Manuscript. Oop, we got to get into the building. Manuscript, and we need organics. And we need a production worker. Let's go over here. Ah! I saved my build so I could collect 2 afterwards, but I didn't get the production person, unfortunately. But let's collect our reward. Level up. I think we should go for a blessing. We want to promote our production worker. When solving a situation, Receive 1 scrap metal card. Interesting. Very interesting. I think we're done. Let's look at the cost now. 29 supply, 16 order, 29 devotion. Yeah, see, I've overbuilt. Unwanted occupants. The walkways accumulate dirt, and in the shadows of the foundation, waste and garbage piles up. Consequences of districts with so many buildings. The stench is nauseating, and the viscous liquid spreading throughout the bases seems to be alive. Jeez. Creatures have been sighted, and at first they seem to be rats, but other deformed figures bring this conclusion into question. The sight is disturbing. Reduce 2 workforce or increase 3 workforce. Receive the task force leadership card. Reduce workforce by 2. That description is so gross. Jeez. Reduce the complexity of a situation by 1 at the cost of 3 workforce. Oh, we've got to store stuff in them. Not enough just to build it. We have to also store people. So, take our order. We'll take our devotion. We'll store 2 scrap. Oh, did that count for both? It does. I'm interested to see that this broke this into 2. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something. Completed that quest. Collect our reward. How you build a whole new district is another question entirely. Oh, this building is out of organic, so it won't generate supply. That's what it's trying to tell me. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, let's see, what does this do? Create production workers, produce assets for all the buildings in the district, allows for the storage, generate supply resource, creates workforce resource. So uses materials to repair buildings, allow the storage of workers, generate workforce, creates workers, creates workers, draw cards to your hand, create manuscript cards. This one, you sacrifice cards to generate devotion, add resource cards when constructing buildings. Adds 1 order, adds 1 devotion. We're going to have to figure out how to get added a devotion card. $34. Yeah, I've overbuilt. There's no way that that's going to be what I want at the end of this. But we're going to stop there. I wanted to make this a quick view, a first look, We're going to be over an hour. We're over an hour. We're right at an hour. So you tell me what you think. If you think this is something that we should continue to play, I'll play it and make it a series. Unfortunately, the demo doesn't allow you to save. So, wait, what's this button over here? Maybe you can. Yeah, there's no save. So we'll have to start over if we want to make it a series and try to play all the way through to however long the game is decided. Citizens and structures 2. Citizens in storage 2. Citizens in buildings. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, they're not fully upgraded, but they're in there waiting to complete the upgrade. And then these are citizens in buildings, which are people actually working properly and doing all the things. Okay, so yeah, we're going to call it. Like I said, if I get a lot of interest in the comments, then raise 12 buildings to achieve historic milestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11? Are you telling me I need one more building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. We'll see if we can see what happens if you complete that milestone. Two mineral. Or 0 mineral, you know. Whichever one you get. Let's drop some order. Oh, well, I'm glad we kept going because that was the whole demo. With masterful command and leadership, you have led the Iron Hive towards its promising future. The citizens look forward to your guidance. And the next steps promise even greater challenges. New buildings, new technologies, and new challenges will appear. The only way to be remembered is to build our legacy. Will you lead your people towards eternity? So that's a really cool game. I like the art style. I like the mojo. I like sort of the whole vibe. But you tell me what you think. If it's something I should follow, you'll let me know in the comments. If it's something we should pass on, you'll let me know in the comments. Either way, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.